Hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches. This is the Frontline Prediction League. In the Trenches, it's the recap show and it's the preview show. And thankfully, this is one of those times where it's just the preview show because in this insane summer of nearly weekly shows, we had a skip week. It was kind of good, kind of calm. But that was that, and here we go. We got 3, I think, in a row coming up. It's insane. This is the Frontline Prediction League. Frontline League on Twitter. You know what I mean. Like it. It. The favorite it. The subscribe it. The do the thing. That's this YouTube channel. Do all that stuff here. Go down below. You'll see the Discord link to get into that page showing the preview, into the picks page, which is available for Slammiversary. I am your co-host, Scott. I am ridiculously tired, damn near exhausted, which is why this is already off the rails. BeerMe's already chimed in. How are you today, BeerMe?
I'm doing all right. It's hot. It's been hot for like the past week, or this whole week, I should say.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not doing too bad. I'm a little tired, but I'm not as drained as you are, I would say.
It's very busy. The fun part about my day job is I do a lot of reporting and stuff for a lot of things, and there's not really any quiet time because we deal with heating and seasonal stuff. But that means in the summer we're ramping up for the winter, and in the winter it's winter. So it's in Canada, of course. Yeah, the weather. I'm just always busy, and there's office stuff going on, and it's just. I'm tired. I'm still wearing my shirt from work. I didn't even get into my Canada shirt. It's right there. I should have wore it, but yeah, there we go.
Team Canada.
Well, yeah, hell yeah. It's Impact. It's coming up. But yeah. So this is Slammiversary weekend for the FPL. This is a big one. Honestly, for Impact, this is gonna be a fun show. It is gonna be something we're gonna be watching live on Sunday night. And hey, that's my segue. Your deadline's Sunday. And it's a half-hour pre-show. So, 8 o'clock, suddenly I'm not sure. 8 o'clock pay-per-view is what it normally is for these guys. They did some 10 o'clocks. Remember that? That was weird. 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, 7:30-ish, I think is the pre-show, I just said. So, 6:30 deadline. Keep that all in mind. So, with all of that, the picks page is up right now. But we got to go through this card and preview this. So, BeerMe, let's jump in. And let's make this be a quick one after a couple half-hour, 45-minute ones that last a little bit. How about that?
All right.
Okay. So, our main event. Let's go right here and see what we already got on here. Oh, yeah, BeerMe, it's you! You will face Jonathan C.T. Martin in a submission match. He made the challenge, and you accepted. Now,
I did.
You're biased, because you're in it, but you're going to win, right?
I hope so.
You hope so?
I'm planning on it, so, yeah.
I am picking you to win that just because I know how you are at Impact submission matches. I know how you can be with those. So yeah, I'm leaning towards you for that one. But CT's on a slide up, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Red is facing Wookie. I am biased. I am picking Red. Wookie's dangerous though. I'm sure it's a matter of time before I'm facing him as well. He's kind of running through all the owners and the higher ups as it is as far as trenches and the owners, right? So. He's kind of on that warpath right now and getting some wins, getting some losses. It's kind of close stuff. So, Red's next. I think Red's going to win that. What do you think?
I'm going to pick Red as well.
Yeah.
But Wookiee is clearly dangerous.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Speaking of dangerous, RGX versus Roman Pierce. I have been pulling for RGX. We both have for weeks now, months now. And
yeah, I think I've been picking him. Yeah, I think I've been picking him every show, and every show he's losing.
I'm picking him. What are you doing?
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna pick Roman Pierce instead.
Because that way he'll win, right? You'll make RGX
that way.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We have James Costner going one-on-one with Rate Wrestle. That is the Antidote versus Honor Club. And there was, I think around December, there was a match between two of the factions, two of the guys in the factions, rather. And they had respect, right? This guy who's been kicking you in the balls a lot has respect for the other team here. So this will be interesting because they're not exactly fan favorites, but they don't really hate each other, but, you know, they hate who they hate. So I continue to pick Costner, the former world champion. I do so again here, but Rate Wrestle is very dangerous, and it is Impact. You never freaking know. Who have you got?
I'm gonna pick Ray Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any reason? Got a
No,
feeling?
not really.
Okay.
Just got a feeling. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ralantando, former Canadian champion, will face Tristan Bonham, who's continuing his run through the former champions, starting out strong, like we've said. I think Ralantando is probably going to win this, but Bonham, this is it. Like he can turn this into a win because he's come so close with some of the others. I feel like he could probably pull this one off.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's Impact. We haven't seen him at Impact yet, right? So I'm going to change that.
Sure.
I'm going to say he's going to win this one because it's Impact. You never freaking know. I'm going to go.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I was going to pick the new guy.
We'll see. Next up, we got a whole bunch of question marks. So let's fill those in. I'm going to scroll back up to the main logo here. There we go. BeerMe, I've got 2 matches. You have 3, though, right?
Yep.
All right, you start, and we'll alternate. What have you got?
All right. I got the Midnight Rider. He will be taking on Casey Warden.
Warden's going down. Lee's going to win. I'm biased. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Rider did just get done with that I Quit Hell in a Cell match, so he might be a little banged. But I'm going to pick him as well. He's got the momentum.
Excuse me, I just yawned. Excuse me, everybody. I'm not yawning for the match. Like I said, I'm freaking tired. You can probably see, like, my eyes are like I'm drooping. I'm tired. I'm gonna do this and get it edited, upload as soon as I can tonight for you, everybody. My match to announce, I got on here. I have Sheriff Dog versus Jace of Blades, 1-on-1. No stipulation, but just straight up 1-on-1. And I think that Jace is going to win this because Sheriff, he's been on a slide. Let's say it. And if only it's just from the Hell in a Cell, but you know what I mean. I think Jace is going to capitalize on that, and Jace is going to get that win. It's more about the fact that he's going to be the one to make Sheriff go like 0-2 in as many shows. And if anyone can, it's Jace. Jace can do so. So.
Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go the other way. I'm gonna pick Sheriff Dog.
Okay.
And I usually pick Chase, but I'm gonna go Sheriff Dog on this, even though I know Chase. I'm pretty sure Chase watches the game.
It's the reverse psychology. You're gonna pick the one that probably so you can make the other one win. I see.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
But what else do we got? What do you got?
I have Ash, who just came back. He'll be taking on the Arbiter.
Ooh, Arbiter has been doing quite good.
Yeah, he was on a slide for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's turning it around.
Very quietly getting those wins. Ash, yeah. I mean, Ash could go 0-2 here since his comeback. I don't think so. I think he's going to get this win. But Arbiter could absolutely take this and spoil that further. And no one should be surprised by that.
I think he's going to. Because he's been on, like I said, he's been on a roll.
It's Impact too, so that's a whole, like I said, a whole different animal. We haven't had an Impact since April, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah. My last one to announce for Slammiversary is Josh Dionio 1-on-1 with the Strays, Mark Harper. Now Harper,
that's a good one.
Very similar, has been doing very well, and it's one of those ones where I kind of say he's done it under the radar, where it's like, God damn, he won again, like. No one should be surprised,
right.
but don't sleep on his name. And I feel that JD is going to have a definite run here. Like, there's going to be a lot of problems with Harper, but JD is a very, very tough opponent. I think JD is going to get that.
Yeah.
It'll be damn close. And again, if Harper wins, it'll just be another one of those, God damn, he won again. And we're going to get to a point where we're like, man, look at Harper go. And, we'll be able to bank on him, but he's still a bit of the underdog in this situation against someone like JD. So I think Josh Dionio has that win. What about you?
I think Mark Harper is just going to do the Undertaker thing. The streak's going to continue.
There you go.
He's going to go after another show. We'll see. All right. My last match, Scott.
You got one more. Yeah.
You. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Me.
And you're going to be taking on Theodore Dr. Seuss Geisel.
Speaking of people making a run through people. Yeah, I get to take on Theodore Geisel. Honestly, the most interesting part about a match like that for me is I get to figure out what a new character's like to write. And I love that. Don't get me wrong. I know that sounded horrible.
Right.
But it's like, ooh, what's this guy like? And it's just kind of a fun way to find things and play off stuff. And A new opponent works good because that leads into Forbidden Door, where I have an opponent. Like, well, the opponent's a thing, right? So that gets to be interesting in that kind of sense of what happens next, what's going on, that kind of stuff. So it really is a lot of fun for that. So I am looking forward to that. I really think that'll be a good match because Geisel could absolutely ruin my Impact run because I'm very spotty at those. Just look at the tags, and it's all bad. So... but BeerMe, Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door is the week after.
Yep.
So, guys, for Slammiversary, go over there and put your picks in. We'll talk more about that at the end here. Trust me, we'll talk more to make sure everybody remembers. But that's what's going on. You got to get your picks in. Get them. And if you weren't mentioned on the list here, still put your picks in, and you will have a match. That's how that works here. So, there you go. But Forbidden Door, BeerMe, I've got 2 matches for this one. What about you?
I also have 2 matches.
Okay. I will go first because I'll let you know who Bastion is going to face. I'm sure you're interested in that.
All right.
Bastion, our former 2-time world champion, will be facing someone who goes by the name the Concrete Cowboy, Sam Douglas. As usual,
That's
I don't know who that
name,
is.
But I like it.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty good, right?
No idea.
Yeah. No idea who that is. We'll talk about who we think is going to win when we get down there. Fun fact, I'm going to pick pretty much everybody FPL, just so you know. But yeah, I don't know the history of that. I don't know anything going on with that, but we are getting that kind of stuff going on in our character chat and going on these events. I'll tell you right now, I've got stuff coming up at Slammiversary that's going to sort out my Forbidden Door match. I'll just leave it at that. But BeerMe, who do you have for an announcement? Who have you got?
All right. All right, we'll do this one first. I got James and James, the James gang here. Sheriff Dog and James Blake. They will be taking on Black Cross Light, Jason Blades, and Atlas Kiyama.
Okay, so Jace and Atlas versus Sheriff Dog and... Who was it?
James Blake.
James Blake. Not Black, Blake.
Nope.
Okay.
Blake.
So that's the newcomer. That's the outsider coming in. Interesting. I do... It's kind of funny because the actual Forbidden Door does have some mixed matches, not just promotion versus promotion. There's some combinations, so only fitting that we have that as well. So that'll be interesting. I've got the other Bastion, Sebastian Escobar's match. It just happened to be there. He will be facing someone by the name of Akari Una.
All right. I dig it.
It's Akari, and then the last name, presumably the last name, Una. I don't know who that is, but that's the point. That's the idea. It's like, okay, he's got someone coming after him, and yeah, that'll be interesting. What's your other match here, BeerMe?
I have Josh Dionio. He will be taking on a mystery opponent because it's an open challenge.
There we go, open challenge. I'm just gonna say, because I know my match is a bit of one as well, but it's not really because it's gonna be my opponent will be named at Forbidden Door. I can say that much. Because it's basically the idea is that open challenge is I've given the contract, I've requested an opponent, and one's been made. It's kind of the idea behind it. And I really hope, I don't mean this, I know it's going to sound, because I'm tired, but I don't mean this in a negative way, but I hope we've gotten our open challenges out of our system now. Because there's been a lot lately.
Right.
Let's get back on track. Let's this is the time for it, but we're gonna have SummerSlam.
Yeah, this is a good pay-per-view.
We're gonna have Money in the Bank. We're gonna have Clash at the Castle. Let's get back on track with some of those. But the open challenges, we've all done them. We've done them in response to doing them, and then we've done them in response to doing response. We're good. This is a good one for it. We can move on from there. Nothing can top an open challenge and someone else comes in outside. We're good. For Forbidden Door, though, as always, anything that needs to happen, get it to CT. It is pretty much it, deadline-wise, as far as stuff happening for main card type stuff. But as always, if anybody's interested, let CT know. He is the Forbidden Door man. I almost said CD. He's a compact disc as well. You heard? I gotta address it. But let him know, and the stuff can be worked out, and stuff can go from there. I will say also that as far as for what all is happening and who these guys are, we are going to have in the write-up for Forbidden Door, everybody where they're from will be listed. with thanks in there as well. And then CT's going to actually record something because he's been doing all the stuff. He's going to record something that will be in the trenches after Forbidden Door. When we do that recap, we'll cut to him kind of doing like a thanks and a listing and stuff and things like that. So, yeah. So that'll be coming because this wouldn't happen without that. And flat out, none of this would be happening without James Costner, Vitamin, in our Discord, because he put forth the idea and then did the legwork to start this and make it happen. So if anybody's like, yeah, this is cool, thank him for it. And then, yeah, we agreed to it, but we're not taking the credit on that. CT does all the work for our side. So tell him and tell Vitamin. Tell Costner. So, like, because he made that happen. Otherwise, this would have been like a pay-per-view, and we didn't really have a theme for it. This would have been an AEW show. We would have tried something. We would have racked our brains for something and been like, it would have been cool. Wouldn't it be cool if we did? And that's what this was. Like, yeah, we could do it. What if we actually do it? What if we do? And then it's like, well, he's willing to get all the names. Well, okay. I mean, let's go for it.
Right.
So I love the fact that we're doing it. I love the fact we're going to try it. Will it work? I don't frickin' know. We'll find out. We'll see. I don't know. But I would regret had we not tried it. Flat out. Like, no matter what happens, I would regret had we not tried it. So I'm excited for this. So, yeah.
Hopefully some people want to stick around afterwards, too.
Also true. Also a possibility. If people do want to stick around and keep voting in predictions with Money in the Bank and things like that are coming up right afterwards, the normal things kick in from there, and then a profile would be made after 5 things, and we go from there, and you're part of the roster as well. There's no either-or thing here. You can be in multiple things. I'm one of the few people that aren't in other leagues. like you're a world champion elsewhere, BeerMe, right? Yeah.
I'm a universal champ. Yep.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, and, one of the coolest things here is that, CJ Hawk versus Mad Cat, our FPL world champion, and the FGP's Phoenix champion, that's for the No Limits Championship. We have a title match that isn't for one of our titles, main eventing that with our world champion and someone else's Phoenix champion. That's so cool to me. I love that. That's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. But we'll talk more about that freaking next week because that's when it is. Oh, God, we got to stroll through that. That's going to be insane. But Money in the Bank, BeerMe. Money in the Bank is the one after that, and I've got a graphic for that. There it is. So, Money in the Bank. I have a match for this. Do you have one?
Yeah, I do too.
You should do yours first because mine involves the World Championship for SummerSlam.
All right. Well, then I'll announce it. Okay, well, we have match of the night.
Hey!
Scott, that's you and Red at 12.
As me and Red, former tag team champions.
You'll be taking on the Strays, Michael Marsh and Supreme Rock.
Okay.
Also, you'll be taking on Dakota Alfine, Cure One and Pain. Also be taking on the Brits, Papa Snooch and the Gaffer. And the winner will face the Must See Good Guys, me and GMSG, for the FPL Continental Tag Team Championships at SummerSlam. So
one team
cut out for you.
One team are former champions. The Brits have been winning, but hey, guess who beat the Brits in tag team action on a house show? Yes, but it was match of the night. A different set of Strays, which is a problem, but we've beaten all the Strays match of the night has. Okay, good. Dakota Alfine. Who's the combination from Dakota Alfine again? Sorry.
Cure One and Pain.
Oh, that's a problem. Okay. They're all a problem. So, honestly, we're picking ourselves. Red and I are absolutely doing so. And I can't think of a better way to go to SummerSlam than to take tag titles off you. No offense. No offense.
I don't want that.
But I lost to GMSG at last year's SummerSlam. I'd love to beat him this year, and get my belt back. Even though it's literally in the shot. I still have it on the wall right there. It says... And actually, I did write on there, I said, get this back. It's just out of frame right above what I've got on my little camera there. So it's...
That's pretty dope.
It's right there, get this back. So, yeah. God damn it. I forgot that match was even a thing. I know we were like, who's contenders? And I'm like, I want no part of deciding that. And that was decided. So, yeah. Great. Hey, how about I talk about the world title match? Kind of. James Costner, former world champion, will face Bastion, former world champion. Bastion actually lost it to Costner, then won it back. These two are very familiar with each other and the world title. They will face each other at Money in the Bank. Winner goes to SummerSlam to compete for the World Championship.
All right.
Who you got? Oh, gut instinct.
You
got Bastion?
Yeah, Bastion.
Yeah. I think Costner's going to spoil it. I think he's going to win it, and they're going to be 2-2. I do. That's why. Because he's down one in this, and he's not done. I think he's going to take that. It's Money in the Bank. You never freaking know. But Money in the Bank matches, that means there's 2 matches that are like your 1 and 2 pointers, right? Because you're not going to put 8 points on Drew McIntyre winning Money in the Bank. Are you? Are you BeerMe? I'm asking for a friend.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Exactly. So it's going to be an iffy one. Very, very iffy. Now, do you have anything else for Money in the Bank, BeerMe?
I do not.
I just realized we still have the Allegiant Stadium graphic in that. They moved it. It's at the MGM Grand, but oh well. Money in the Bank. So, guys, if you're in Money in the Bank, so this goes out directly to, as announced on Twitter, The Arbiter, JJ Rocky, Josh Dionio, Jonathan C.T. Martin, Mark Harper, Ralentando, Rate Wrestle, and Sebastian Escobar. Any of you guys in Money in the Bank, if you want to cash in Money in the Bank, as always, you let CT know. Only him. Make sure he knows. The fun part about this year is if you'd like to cash in at Money in the Bank, if you happen to win it, please let him know that too. Basically, if you're in Money in the Bank and you want to cash in at Money in the Bank, you need to DM CT before deadline. That happens for every show. You can't decide partway through after the deadline, I'd like to cash in now, because you might know how it's going. Can't do that. So all 8 of them could say, I would like to cash in if I win that night. It could legitimately be a thing, and we could have a new world champion that night. And then Costner or Bastion faces that person at SummerSlam. We could have some insanity, BeerMe. Or they could hold on to it and eventually cash in much, much later like Hawk did. Like, these are the possibilities here. I said...
It's true.
Wait, I said that Costner took it from Bastion took... Because Hawk cashed in. Sorry, I forgot. 5-minute reign. I'm sorry, Bastion. 5-minute reign. That's... Yeah. So, Hawk, you know how this works with your lunchbox. Things are going to get iffy on July 2nd. It's going to be a thing now. Because you're going to have everybody gunning for you and that world title belt. So, that's the name of the game. Right. That's what happens when you are the world champion. And I want that, but I have not won it yet. So, there you go. But, yeah, that's a lot coming up. I'm excited for all of it. The shows themselves look interesting. Like I said, come into our Discord. Come check it out. Hear us talk about picks. Hear us complain about things. Watch us wonder about titles we've won. Or comment on SmackDown as it happens, like right now. It's probably ended. We might have a new world champion. I doubt it. Roman probably retained. Don't tell me at BeerMe. I'll find out in a minute. But in the meantime...
Somebody showed up, too.
Somebody showed up. Oh, but go put your picks in. This is the page. Slammiversary 2022. Make your predictions. Go to this page. Go into our Discord, which is linked down below. Go into our Discord and go to Make Your Picks. It's down a bit under character chat stuff. And you go to this page, and you go in here, and you put in your name. Your character name, please, not your Discord name. If it's the same, awesome. But please put in your character name. And if you think, oh yeah, Josh Alexander, he's going to win, and I'm most confident by 9, because they're not going to have Eric Young win at the 20th anniversary Impact. No way. He's got to win that. Are the Briscoes being the Good Brothers? Probably. I'll put a 5 on that. I can't use my 9 or my 5 anymore. So if I think Tasha Steelz is 100% retaining, okay, I can put 8 on that. Or maybe I'm so much confident I'll put a 9 on that, and then I'll go up here and I'll change this to 8. Do that. Put those picks in. Get that sorted out. Then scroll all the way down here. And yeah, you got to type in a Battle Royal winner for the Reverse Battle Royal. Please, please, please. Don't put goofy stuff, because if you put something that's not someone's actual name, you will lose. Yes, if you were to put in Kurt Hawkins, we know that you mean Brian Myers. We get that. That'll be fine. Don't worry about that. If you put Abyss and he comes out as Chris Parks, we get that. We know who you mean. You're not wrong on that. But if you put the guy, no. You got to put an actual answer in there. Please, please, please. As far as the physically involved, that's as simple as, oh, it's all good, it's all good. Oh, he touched him. That's physically involved. That matters during the matches. Who will touch the match first? Or, like, touch the Impact X Division Championship during the match. So if the bell rings and the champ's holding it, that's it right there. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The referee doesn't count, but they'll probably be hanging. Will there be blood during the pre-show? Who will tag in first? Don't ask me. I'm horrible with those. Who takes the fall at 10-man? Who scores the fall? I didn't even know about these bonuses. Oh, I'm going to be sick. Yeah. Guess what? If someone gets replaced and the match is thrown out, this bonus still fits because other could still be a thing. If someone comes in like AJ Styles and he gets the first tag, that would still count. Keep that in mind. You never frickin' know. Impact's weird like that. BeerMe, knowing all of that, we love Slammiversary. We love Impact. We have so much fun with these. You're looking forward to this show, right?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I've already ordered it, so I'm good to go.
Same. I'll be watching it Friday night. That's now. Sunday night. It's Sunday, guys. Please remember that. It is Sunday. It's not Saturday. So if you're watching this on Saturday, because we're recording it Friday night, because, again, it's been a rough week, put your picks in ASAP. The deadline is going to be like 6:30, like I said, Eastern on Sunday. Just do it by like noon. I don't know. Whatever works. Get them in there. If you miss the show, it's not a horrible thing. It's not going to count against you, just to say, but it's better if you show up because story stuff and everything's good. We can still use a character for story stuff if you want to be like, oh, here we did a run-in and stuff. It's all possible, but it's better to show up and have matches and get momentum. It's like in kayfabe and stuff, right? So it's just more fun to participate, I think. It's a lot of fun. But BeerMe, I think that's about it. We're coming up on the half hour. Like I said, that should cover it. I think we're good there. Do you have anything else you want to say to people leading into this weekend?
Good luck to everybody, and make sure you get your picks in. And if you want to watch the show with me and Scott, you can watch the show with me and Scott Sunday, because we'll be in voice chat.
Yeah, we'll be in there. We'll be screaming at it and yelling and going, oh my God, Eric Young won. How'd they do this? And oh, I lost by a point. You know, the fun things.
I lost my one-pointer and tapped out. That'd suck.
The fun things. Yes. If you have a stipulation match, like a submission match, whatever it might be, go look in our Discord. Again, there's match stipulations, all worded, detailed there. Keep that in mind also. But BeerMe, thanks again for joining me here. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. And I'll leave it at that. We'll see you this weekend. Get your picks and get your picks and get your picks in. This is Frontline League on Twitter. This is the YouTube channel. This the like. This the subscribe. Like all that stuff here. And follow our Discord. Hang out with us also. It's a lot of fun. And check out Top of the Card Pod. It's our wrestling podcast on Spotify and iTunes. And Top of the Card Pod on Twitter. I'm going to be editing one of those shortly. And hopefully not falling asleep while I do it. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.